All right, so here is clue 3 for the Piazza Puzzle Mystery Quilt. This is the Duomo colorway. Hope I'm saying that right. So we're going to be walking through the pattern on this quilt, and it actually looks like it's going to be a very easy clue. This should come together pretty quickly. So the first thing I like to do is sort out all of the pieces and just divide them up by color and size. It makes it a lot easier. And then on the first page here, you can refer back to it and see where the placements are going to be really quickly, and also see all of the different shapes that you need, and you can make sure you have the right amount because that is all labeled there. So I'm just going to lay out the pieces for sewing. So we're going to be making a flying geese block, and that is using the larger triangle, and some of the smaller triangles are going to be sewn on the diagonal on each side of the larger triangle. So I'm just going to count and make sure I have the correct amount here. And like I said, you can refer to the front page and make sure you have the correct numbers. If you don't, there is an email there to email them and let them know that you didn't get all of the pieces. And they're really quick on responding to that. So now we have one of the squares here to make a square in the square block, and we'll be making 2 of these and 4 of the flying geese. And then we just have 1 more square left for another square in the square block. So the smaller triangles are going to go around that as well. I'm just going to grab another board to lay it out on so I don't get all my pieces mixed up. But this, like I said, is going to be a really easy clue this month. This should come together really, really fast. So I'm just going to head over to the sewing machine and I'll chain piece these. So what I'm going to do is chain piece 1 small triangle onto the diagonal of the larger triangle for all 4 of these. And chain piecing them just helps it come together really quickly. And then just the triangle on one side of the square in the square blocks. And snip all the threads, and I'll finger press per the pattern. It has like a little arrow that shows you how to finger or how to press, and you could use heat here if you wanted to. I knew that finger pressing would be enough in this situation, so I'm just putting the other triangle on the other side along the diagonals and getting all those on. This one's coming together so fast. For the square and the square blocks, I like to sew the triangles on the opposite sides. So whatever side I started with first, I'll sew the opposite side on and snip all those. The flying geese are done. And now I'll sew the third triangle onto the square and the square blocks. And after these are all done, I'll just have the opposite side left on these. And that's it for this first step here. Like I said, this I knew was going to come together fast. So with everything pressed with heat, the blocks are already looking so good. So I just need to put those flying geese on the sides of one of the 2 square and the square blocks. And then we're making a really large square in the square block for the final. Now, this flying geese on each side of this, those blocks are going to be finished at this point, and then we're just going to finish off the square and the square block, putting on the final 2 sides on this step, and then we have 1 more set of triangles to put on that block. So just doing the same thing, opposite sides for the triangles, pressing them, and then sewing on the final. If you do it this way, the last triangles line up perfectly with that notched edge, and you can really tell that it's going to be a perfect square. So here these are all finished. This came together so fast. I'm really loving this colorway. I can't wait to see how this final layout will be. And this large square in the square block, I really am loving how this looks. And at the center block here, it almost looks like that was cut perfectly to have that floral in the center. It turned out so good. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next clue. Bye.